From the beginner to the professional, from the novelist to the master, from playing and experimenting with new things to create a masterpiece. These are all elements of art, and our art on this show is sound. Hi, I'm L.V. Smith, host of the show Sounds Within. I remember a while back, I was at the store. I like that word, store. And saw this young man who came by and said, "I like your shirt." So I said, "Thank you. You play?" He said, "Yeah, I have a band." I said, "Do you now?" I said, "Why don't you bring that band on over? We might as well find out. Since I am a big fan of music, you just bring it on over." So let's welcome now Jinn and the Genie. Come on over here, guys. Come on over. Come on over here. Yeah. Yeah, just like yesterday at Costco, I'm going to tell you right now. So we might as well find out who are the members of Jinn and the Genie. And you are?
Albert Muro.
Albert, and what do you do?
I play guitar.
I would never thought. And next to Albert here, we have?
Adrian Ornelas.
Adrian Ornelas. Okay, you're now on guitar. What do you do?
I do drums and percussion.
You do drums and percussion?
Yes.
I would never guess with those sticks in your pocket. And over here, the one who likes to play with sticks but can't play with them now. This is?
John Benog.
John Benog. What do you do besides sticks?
I play bass.
Bass? Upright bass or bass guitar?
Bass guitar.
I like both. I don't care what you say. I love them all. Okay, and next over here, the shy one.
Chips Matthew Lee Barongo.
Chips Matthew Lee Barongo. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
As accidents do happen. And what do you do, Chips?
I sing and I play electric guitar.
Oh, I love electric guitar or acoustic guitar. It's all wonderful. Well, let's find out. What makes Albert Albert?
Well, that's a tough question, but I guess I relate to the things that I like to do, like play guitar or skate or do photography.
What kind of skating?
Skateboarding.
Oh, I'm jealous of you, skateboarding. I did do 8 wheels, and I did love skateboarding, but I couldn't master it, especially doing the coffin. And what do you like to do, Brother Adrian?
I would have to say literally pretty much all I do is play music.
Just play music. What do you do? Just put on the iPod and just jam out like that?
That and actually physically play, yeah. I'm the kid that does nothing but play.
Hey, a true genius in the making right here. Keep it rolling there, Adrian. Okay, what makes Brother Jonathan Jonathan?
I think it's that I really like people, and I like to connect with people, and I think that music is one of the best ways to do that. So,
I'm biased. I'm very biased. Music is a universal language, so I have to share that connection with you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Chips, what makes Chips Chips?
My music makes chips chips.
What do you mean by that?
The songs I write. Music is my way of expressing myself, so these songs are me.
Hey, from what I heard, I'll come out and say music is my drug of life, and I will never let go. Thank you for sharing that. Now, we're going to go back to Brother Chips, and we're going to hit the next question. I want you to dig back in your memory bank. When was the very first sound you remember ever hearing in life?
My family used to live in a 1-bedroom apartment in LA, and my mom used to play Funky Town on the stereo. I don't know if that's what it's called, but Take Me to Funky Town, and me and my sisters used to like dancing to that.
All right, man. Well, that's memory lane, and you one of those few who got to experience part of our time, and I go way beyond that. What was the very first sound that Jonathan ever heard in life?
it wasn't really music, but I used to be really into Legos when I was a kid. And I built this really cool, like, Titanic-looking ship. And I have this little cousin, Laura, and she sat on it. And I just remember the sound of it breaking. And I got so mad. So the first sound I remember is my masterpiece breaking.
That could be a good song title. You know, seriously, consider that. Okay, Adrian, what was the very first sound you remember hearing?
Well, I can't really specifically say the very first sound, but the first sound that I do remember hearing that spoke to me the greatest musically was Interpol's Turn on the Bright Lights debut album, and it's the whole reason why I'm doing what I do musically.
You said it right there. Okay. Brother Albert, Your very first sound. I know it's going to be a challenge, but dig deep. Dig deep. I got your dad here too, so he's gonna confirm it too.
Right.
What's the very first sound you remember in life?
Well, the very first sounds I remember hearing would probably have to be, if I really think about it, like parental voices, I guess, like my mom or my dad, because they've always been caring, and they grew me up since I was super small. So yeah, I guess parental voices.
Love.
Yeah.
Chatter. Well, you know what, guys? We're going to have to find out what you all are about. So I'd like to hear something from Jinn and the Genie. And what are we going to hear?
An original song called VCR.
VCR by Jinn and the Genie. Take it away, boys.
But they can't burn fire. We'll cover up the mirrors in our home, and we'll try our best to make it work. Cover up the mirrors in our home. We'll drench ourselves in all your favorite colors. Fill this room with all the things you like. I'll drench I'll fill this room with all the things you
VCR by Jinn and the Genie. Wow. I mean, I get so mixed up at times hearing such great music. I tend to forget names and titles, but I couldn't help it. This was such great stuff. Who is this man here?
Oh, my name is Sal Muro.
Sal Muro.
I'm Albert's dad.
Albert's dad.
Yeah.
You must be one mighty proud dad.
I'm proud of him. Yeah.
Wow. What do we have here?
We have
Flying head, top, telly body. I have a thing about guitars.
This is a special Telecaster made by, by me.
Made by you.
Yeah,
No.
I made it for Albert.
You made it for.
Yeah, this is the second guitar I made with a little help from my friends, and it came out really good.
I tried it out today, and I couldn't take my hands off of it.
Yeah, it plays good.
It plays great, wonderful. Now, maybe you all could share how Jinn and the Genies got together. Were you part of this?
No, not really. I'm not part of that. I'm just part of the gang,
You helped get this group
I helped
started.
the group, and
Without
I
you,
do whatever I can.
there would not been Jinn and the Genie. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we might as well find out how this group got together. Tell us about that, Uncle Albert.
Well, I met you at Costco, and there was a show that you offered me to play, and I needed a band, so I called these guys. I actually didn't call these guys. I saw him at a gas station randomly, and I was like, dude, let's play a show. And he's like, I'm for sure. So, I mean, we had a few practices, and here we are. Yeah.
Interesting. You know what? I found you at Costco. You all sell gas there too.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Chips there is at a gasoline station. Are you sure it's not Jinn in the gasoline pumps? That would be good. So tell us how you came into the picture, Uncle Adrian.
Well, a few years ago, I walked into Togo's, and Chips was a sandwich maker there, and he was on his break eating lunch, and I just walked up to him and sat down. I was like, hey, and we started talking music and stuff, and we jammed together, and then 3 years later, he gives me a call. You still playing drums?
You still playing drums?
Yeah, and so here I am.
So you said he's playing drums.
No, I'm playing drums.
You're playing drums. Okay. I was getting a little mixed up here. See how excited I get? That's great. So it was Chips eating a sandwich at Togo.
Yes.
Boy, I'm telling you. Okay, Jonathan, how you became part of this equation?
Well, Chips and I were in bands together like for 7 years, and eventually, Chips came up to me and was like, "Hey, John, so I'm starting this band. You want to be part of it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I'm here now. That was fun.
That was definitely fun. I mean, like, I could see when you all were doing a sound check, everybody was feeling and getting in. So, like, part of the crew, like Brother Eric, and I always call him Ed. I don't know why I do that. He started playing around on the bass and stuff, and next thing I know, I was fooling around the guitar. Next time I grabbed the bass, and we all were having one nice jam festival. Your music does address that. Tell us a bit about the influences of your music there, Albert.
Well, I mean, from my influences of music, I was always into like neoclassical shred, like metal guitar. So I always listened to like Yngwie and Joseph Trani and Steve Vai and stuff like that. I was also into metal for a long time, but then I started playing more alternative music, and I guess my influences kind of mix into one genre of like solos and chord progressions, I guess.
Interesting. But I noticed when you first started warming up, you were playing some blues thing.
Yeah, I was also into blues. I go everywhere, man. Try to get as much genres as I can.
A big palette. And who are some of your influences, Brother Adrian?
Well, I'm really into like really indie rock band, British indie rock bands like Block Party, Arctic Monkeys. I'm really into Elton 11. I love indie rock, it's just, and also jazz, Latin, like that's my roots.
Your roots.
Yeah, everything mixed together is just
It makes a big stew called music, huh?
Yeah.
Jonathan, Brother Jonathan, who are some of your influences?
Well, when I was younger, I used to be really into NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys.
Those boys band.
They were good. And then, like fourth grade or so, I got really into Green Day. And it just kind of grew from there, Take Back Sunday. And here I am now. Currently, I listen to a lot of, I think, anything that makes you move.
That's it. Okay, Chips, who are your influences?
Well, recently, my biggest influence is Queen. I actually just recently discovered them, probably this past year, and they got me back into performing. Freddie Mercury kind of informs the way I write my songs now. But if I were to be really honest about my biggest influence, it would be Blink 182. That has been my favorite band since I was 11 years old. So, and then everything else in between.
It keeps flowing, huh? Well, we need to hear some more good jams from Jinn and Genie. Jim and Jinn and the Genie. I tell you, I get excited here. So what are we going to hear?
Next song is an original called Paper Doll.
And thanks to Papa Saul, this could not happen. Take it away, Jinn and the Genie.
Blue, blue baby rattle, as tall as an apple. We're stuck in a maze. I work for the lizard. I'm covered in blisters, and I don't have a brain. I found this paper doll who loved me most of all. Precious crystal ball, who's the bluest of them all. You brought me a ladder. You said it don't matter. We're all gonna die. And you came from the Silk Road, east of Morocco, and with eyes like pearls, or maybe diamonds. I found this paper doll who loved me most of all. Precious crystal ball, who's the bluest of them all. Oh.
That was great, guys. You know, we have this demon called time. It just takes away all the time we spend with each other. And we got to find out, what are your future plans? So we'll begin this time. We're going to play it different. We're going to go Uncle Adrian over here. What are future plans?
Well, definitely pursuing music. Yeah, because like my entire life, I've always had people telling me like just do like what I don't know how to explain. Like, just they want me to just stay in school.
what you love doing. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm gonna do what I would love to do, but they want me to like go pursue my education, and I'm just gonna do music. You know,
Pursue education through music.
that's what I'm doing. Yes, that's what I plan on.
Excellent. Okay. We're going to go here to Jonathan here. What are your plans?
I think we plan to just keep doing shows and record our EP demo, and just keep on living on.
Keep on living on. Okay, Chips, what's on the menu for the future?
For the future, we're gonna work hard to be the best band in Los Angeles, and we are going to hopefully make money out of that.
And grow beyond the best band in Los Angeles.
Pretty much. That's pretty much the plan right now.
Stick with the plan. Oh, that song I remember, Uncle Albert. But this time it's Brother Albert. What are your future plans?
Well, like the guy said, we should probably record an EP and get to playing shows, and definitely just all keep playing music in general.
The way you sound, I'll buy your album. It brings such energy just after hearing that. I mean, really, a lot of us would just bounce around like balls and loving it. Okay, now, as you know, there are many people who have dreams and aspirations to be a musician, and that's a very competitive field, but like I have from sources who work the industry saying it's not paying like it used to because people like to download and sample without paying their fair share. So how do we work around this?
Well, I guess the main thing is just have fun playing shows, and regardless if we get a lot of money from it or not. I mean, it'd be nice to get a lot of money from it, but I mean, I think we just do it for the music. Yeah.
Keep the art alive. What are your feelings on this, Chip?
We might, post an ad on Craigslist saying we'll do housework for money, and then we could also play shows. So hopefully that'll take off.
And do comedy shows.
Well, that's Yes, my plan B is to become a famous comedian. So hopefully that'll take off as well.
And make mics fall apart. Jonathan, what are the plans? I mean, how do we address that problem?
I think with people, people need to understand that if they really want to do something, they'll make it happen regardless of what obstacles they come into. I think that if you really want something, you'll find a way to make it happen.
Okay, I'm going to shift gears on Adrian. He's going to be stuck with the heavy question. You're going to have your 30 seconds of fame as reaching out to young people. Say, hey, I want to be just like Jinn and Genie. What do I need to do to be like them?
Well, the first thing I would say is definitely don't listen to negative thoughts anybody has to say about you and your music. Like for me, for many years, I just listened to what people told me, like family and friends, and it made me not realize, but think that music isn't my calling, And so recently, like when Chips called me and we started playing again, it made me realize that it's my life. Like I really want to do music, and if you want to do music, just do what you want to do. Don't listen to anyone else, and if you try your best, definitely you'll succeed in all the many ways you wish to, and hopefully you'll make money.
Never abandon the art. How can the audience contact Jinn and the Genie?
Well, as of now, we don't have any contact information, but because we formed this band in 1 week. But I guess you can take down my number and Chips' number and John's number.
I'll do better. I'll offer my my calling card. That is LV at GuitarMan. That's GuitarMan.com to get in contact with Jinn and Genie, and there you'll hear from them. Until then, folks, stay positive, stay energetic, create. This is LV of Sounds Within signing off. And what we're going to hear?
This last song is called Things We Used to Say.
Things We Used to Say by Jinn and the Genie.
Quiet stay.